EPAWA meteorologist Bobby Martin here with your outlook for December 9th, 2025. The Tuesday video forecast is proudly sponsored by Mark Damiani Painting Incorporated. We're about 2 weeks away from the official start to winter and the cozy season. And this winter, why not add a burst of color to your living space or refresh that well-loved kitchen or bathroom? At Mark Damiani Painting Incorporated, they specialize in transforming interiors with their residential and commercial painting services. With over 40 years of experience, their family-owned business is dedicated to delivering exceptional quality and customer service that you can trust. Whether you're looking for a bold new look or a subtle update, their expert team will guide you through every step, including wallpaper removal and custom color consultations tailored just for you. Proudly serving the Southeast PA counties of Montgomery, Bucks, and Chester. Call them today at the phone number above me in the video, 484-571-9233, to schedule your free estimate. And don't forget, if you mention EPAWA, you'll receive 15% off the total cost of any job that is scheduled between January and March of 2026. But slots are filling up very quickly. We're getting very close to that point. You'll want to move fast on that, and they are booking up very quickly. They are Mark Damiani Painting Incorporated, proud sponsor of the Tuesday video forecast. So today we have a system that's going to be moving off to our north. It's going to stay off to our north. I can't rule out that you have an isolated flurry or snow shower across the far northern tier closest to the New York-Pennsylvania border, but likely not. This is going to stay off to our north. And then our second one is going to come in here on Wednesday. This will give some snow to the area for parts of the region anyway. And the trend has been to make this a little bit colder and a little bit further south than it originally looked like yesterday. So we're still favoring the elevations for the best chances to see accumulating snowfall, and I'll show you that in a second. But you get some snow that's getting all the way down close to I-78 in both Pennsylvania and New Jersey. So there's an opportunity there to get at least something out of it, even if it's just a wintry mix. And that's what our official forecast for those areas. We are going to have a map out for this today because we do have accumulating snow in parts of our area. So we'll have a map out for that today. Text alerts will be sent today as well in advance of this for those areas affected. Now, in terms of total quantitative precipitation, it's not that much. Okay, so if you're just getting rain, like when you get south of 78, far enough south of 78 down towards Philadelphia, parts of central and southern New Jersey, where it's just going to be rain, you're not going to get an alert because we don't meet the threshold to send alerts, which is a half inch or more of liquid precipitation over a 12-hour period. We're not going to have that much. In most areas, it's about 0.25 to 0.35, somewhere in there, in terms of total rainfall, and even less further south. So the rain areas aren't going to get a whole lot. Let's get to the NAM high-res future simulated radar, starting us off at 4 a.m. on Wednesday. And you see the blue here in northwestern Pennsylvania here at this point making its way eastward. It is going to spread eastward and get here very early, it looks like, on Wednesday morning. And this is one of the reasons why, even though it's a warmer system overall, and there's some warm air injected aloft, that you're going to start off cold enough with some snow across northeast PA. You're going to have a wintry mix further south here, as you can see indicated by these pink colors. And I do think once you get up into elevation up here, you're going to have some snow continue, but the areas like in the lower elevation, see where it says AVP here? I'm kind of pointing to it right here. I'm going to circle it because it's hard to see that mouse, but this area right here, these are valley locations. So the valley locations up in northeast PA are not going to do as well as the higher elevations will in this case. And I'm just picking on AVP there because it shows this little red blob here on the simulated radar. But further south, this is a rain-snow mix, maybe some sleet mixed in there. Might even be some freezing rain if the temperatures cooperate. So this could pose a problem here for the morning commute here, depending on how far south this goes. And as we go throughout the day here, we get some. The mix continues in the middle. Snow is going to be the precipitation type where you start off as that winter mix. You go over to snow before it ends. But areas further south here will just be rain, just light rain showers. And this might turn over to snow again after starting that way and then going over to a mix or a freezing rain or sleet or whatever. In places like the Lehigh Valley, northwest New Jersey, it might go back over to snow before this finally kicks out of here early in the afternoon. So all in all, we're not looking at a ton of snow. And again, this is favoring elevations. These are all where these higher amounts are in between here. This is all higher elevations. So targeting the higher elevations there for the most snow generally. I would say about 1 to 3 inches is probably a safe bet. We'll see what the new guidance has before we send alerts today as the new models come in, but we're looking at the higher elevations being targeted for that, and generally a coating to an inch, maybe 2 in some spots in the lower elevations. And then when you get down further south and east, there could be some very minor accumulations of a coating to an inch that gets into maybe all the way down to the Lehigh Valley, or at least the northern parts of the Lehigh Valley. And then when we get into northwest New Jersey, it's kind of like an inch and a half there. So there will be something, a necessity for a snow map for this today. We'll have that on weather alerts today at 5 o'clock like we usually do. In the wake of this system, we are looking at a partly cloudy day here on Thursday. It's going to be cold again. The theme hasn't changed over the last couple of weeks here. It's going to be cold going forward for the foreseeable future. So we are dry here on Thursday. We're also dry on Friday, but then we have this next system, partly to mostly cloudy on Friday. This next system coming in, just a weak wave, might touch off a few snow showers. This would be like a quick dusting in some places overnight, not really a big deal, coating to an inch type stuff here overnight. Friday night would be Friday evening and Friday night when this came through. And then the trailing wave is the one that's a little bit more of interest, and this is going to be Saturday overnight into Sunday. So here's Saturday. Saturday's dry, just partly to mostly cloudy. And then we have this system coming in that's going to give some light snow or snow showers. It's still debatable how organized this gets, or does it organize in time. There is a low pressure associated with this right here that does try to organize at the very end. And you see it's this elongated low right here. So if it does that, it's rather weak. You could have some light snow or snow showers. It might be just a coating to inch, or it could be something like 1 to 3 or 2 to 4 type event, because it will be high ratio snow. What I mean by that is typically snow is at 10 inches of snow for every 1 inch of liquid equivalent, okay? In this case, it's going to be more like 12 to 15 to 1, okay? So it doesn't take as much moisture to produce a couple fluffy inches. This will be a fluffier snow in this case, and this will go into Sunday morning on the European model. And in the afternoon, we get some clearing as this pulls away. And then Monday is partly cloudy in the wake of this, but very cold this weekend and also to start early next week. The GFS's depiction of this system is here as well, and it has also some light snow or snow showers, and generally 1 to 2, 1 to 3 inches, maybe some places getting a little higher than that because of the higher ratios. So we'll have to keep an eye on this. This is not a major event, and we were not expecting major events at all during the first half of this month. But this could be something like this nickel and dime stuff I was talking about in the Weather Weekly's videos. I mean, it adds up. It counts. We'll see how much this holds together. Previous runs yesterday didn't really have this holding together at all, and it looked rather weak, just a few snow showers, and it could trend back to that again. I don't think this is going to be in any case trending into a bigger storm idea here, because we just have too fast and too progressive of a pattern at present to really blow this thing up. But this is mainly going to be a Saturday night deal going into Sunday morning, and then improving conditions after that is also shown on the GFS. We will continue to follow that here in the remainder of this week. I'm EPAWA meteorologist Bobby Martrich. That is your outlook for December 9th, 2025. Have a great Tuesday.